Dysfunctional, dysfunctional, that's the function the bunch is in. Dysfunctional, dysfunctional, make them be a corporate tool. Elected on a promise we knew would not be kept. Elected by ignorant people being slightly inept. Who will give me candy? I'll vote for them, won't that be dandy? Who cares about the lies they tell when we know they'll all burn in hell? Dysfunctional, dysfunctional, that's the function the bunch is in. Dysfunctional, dysfunctional, make them be a corporate tool. And ties with practice smiles, they sell us golden ages. Even though their back plan turns back libertous pages. Promises like candy while the wounds run deep. Lining pockets greased with gold, their conscience bought real cheap. The seeds of change, they must be sown before all hope is overthrown. Plant seeds of truth, turn on the light, let's reclaim our stolen rights. Spin the wheel, pick a face, another puppet takes their place. Red turned black, their heart is cold, no turning back. Dysfunctional, dysfunctional, the system's built to fail. We the people, bought and sold, in our self-made hell. Screens ablaze with fear and rage, liars raging up on stage. Clickbait headlines, truth be damned, attention is the only plan. Dividing lines drawn red in sand, a fractured home, our broken land. Lost in the noise, of doubt, voices screaming, shouting out. Apathy's a deadly sin, while the rock sets in. Will we break the spell, or are we doomed to this living hell?
fixes her up.
But he'll never be my leader. He's a fucking criminal. And fuck you who voted for that rat. You won't regret this. Now we'll have to listen to that blowhard brag about himself. Project 2025, here we come. Nationwide abortion ban, how you winning like being chattel. Wait until the terrorists happen. You talk about inflation. Well, you got it. I don't understand why anyone would fight for that bastard after everything he's done. Oh wait, I forgot that he said he didn't do it. You better keep his filthy hands off our social security. I'm old and can't work. Trump is old, so very old. It's a good thing the Republicans didn't want a criminal plan. For president hypocrites. What is this fucking bizarro world? All the media should be happy because Trump's gonna go after you. Funny, he just now talked about the media calling him the enemy camp. Fuck you, Trump. I bet he's on the phone to Putin to kiss Putin's ass in the morning. The dismantling of democracy. I hate that bastard with a burning passion. I just turned down the sound. I couldn't take listening to his fucking trashing of America. He says America's going down the tubes. Fuck you, Trump. It never was going down any motherfucking tubes. Trump is nothing but a lying bastard who would sell his mother down the river for a nickel. Like I say, you will regret voting for that turd. Don't forget about Don Jr., the pussy, calling himself a prince. He wants to be king, Trump. All that blood of the warriors of the past spilled for nothing. I'm disappointed in my fellow American and haven't any hope for tomorrow. But hey, I must be wrong if the majority of Americans want an asshat for a president. The world laughs at us and tried us. I don't understand why anyone would vote for that bastard after everything he's done. Oh wait, I forgot that he said he didn't do it. He better keep his filthy hands off our social security. I'm old and can't work. Trump is old too, very old. It's a good thing. The Republicans didn't want a decrepit old man. Trump is old for president. What is this fucking bizarro world? All the media should be happy because Trump's gonna go after you. Funny, he just now talked about the media calling him the enemy camp. Fuck you, Trump. I bet he's on the phone to Putin to kiss, Putin to kiss, Putin Biden's ass in the morning, the dismantling of democracy. I hate that bastard with a burning passion. I just turned down the sound. I couldn't take listening to his fucking trashing of America. He says America is going down the tubes. Fuck you, Trump. It never was going down any motherfucking tubes. Trump is nothing but a lying bastard who would sell his mother down the river for a nickel. Like I said, you will regret voting for that turd. Don't forget about Don Jr., the pussy, calling himself a prince. He wants to be King Trump. All that blood of the lawyers of the past spilled for nothing. I'm disappointed in my fellow American and haven't any hope for tomorrow. But hey, I must be wrong if the majority of Americans want an asshat for a president. The world laughs at us and dreads us. Don't forget about Don Jr., the pussy, calling himself a prince. He wants to be King Trump. All that blood of the warriors of the past spilled for nothing. I'm disappointed in my fellow American and haven't any hope for tomorrow. But hey, I must be wrong if the majority of Americans want an asshat for a president. The world laughs at us, joins us.
Trump is not a human being. He is an inhuman being. His hate is filled there, except for that dollar sign that floats around in there. His kids are the same way, wake up and every day in their human haughty way.
There's no way.
They try to act like they were doing a favor, but their back plans like a slaver. Anytime a word is said, there is that dollar sign in his head. He says anything, it is for the fact that enriches him before you are bad as day. I hate that guy with a passion. I hate him for making me feel hate for his social crashing. Every day is something new, another offense from the zoo crew. What does he do? Sit up all night thinking of new ways to start a fight. New ways to screw the world. Seems like the goal to throw civility in a hole. Usually I don't want anyone to die. I want bad people to change so I don't cry. I doubt that will be possible with Trump. His morality has long been in the dump. In fact, if I were king of the world, I would have his head on a platter. Truth, decency, and honor matter. But we are in the 21st century and not like the primitive ape. I'll have to rely on a corrupted legal system, hoping justice don't escape. Trump is not a human being. He is an inhuman being. His head is filled with air, except for that dollar sign that floats around in there. His kids are the same way, money grubbing every day in their human haughty way. They try to act like they're doing a favor, but their back plan is like a slaver. Anytime a word is said, there is a dollar sign in his head. He says anything is for an effect that enriches him, but for you are bad as heck. I hate that guy with a passion. I hate him for making me feel hate for his social crashing. Every day it is something new, another offender for the social crashing.
radio station WOKE on AM 666. Broadcasting from the depths of hell. Don't blame us. We're just giving you what you want.
A new sheriff imposed a tariff, and now it's time to pay. Open your eyes and your wallet too. It's a brand new day. Filled with money flying away with percents. We slap them and they slap us. Looking over the border in a worthless fuss. We'll bring you more depression as it mounts. Just rest assured, your voice don't count. Misunderstood on the scene reporter has news about the current situation. What's happening over there? Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Are you there? Do you hear me? It looks like we lost our signal to misunderstood. Understand? So moving right along, we have to note the note we denoted in our public note. It was a note on a float with a goat. Do you get what I'm telling you? If you do, you're like a funnel with dirty water going down into a black hole of thoughtlessness. In scientific news, a scientist was sciencing around when a scientific thing happened in the lab. So he looked at it in a scientific way to scientifically deduce the scientificness of the scientific thing that caused the scientist's eyes to roll out of their sockets. They started looking around for their eyes with eyes they didn't have and stepped on them. It looks like the eyes have it, or they have the eyes stuck to the bottom of their scientist shoes. Half the people looking straight at them believe their eyes. The other half was left wondering whose half the eyes belonged to. I say, who cares? A big whoop. Either way, I have my eyes. You guys, no lies, no flies, no fries. Just eyes or something. Now for the traffic report that will contort just like everything else. Traffic is jammed at the 5 Points traffic circle. The cars aren't moving and the drivers are yelling. Bumper to bumper, toe to toe, open bumpers and breasts. Avoid the 5 Points traffic circle unless you want to circle jerkle. And never forget, don't be the pedestrian splashed with dirty water from the potholes. I'll laugh at you as you yell and holler and cry your ass off, dumbass. Let the license plate number, put it on social media. Weather conditions are muggy with afternoon beams. You will lose your money and be going to the hospital. Wait a darn minute, isn't this supposed to be a weather report? Where's that damn green screen? Where's my vodka? That's what I'm talking about. Never mind, I got this. Yeah, you better stay indoors and drown your sorrows. There's no point in going out in muggy weather unless you like being mud. There's all the news that's in the news as we distort, as we report. All the news that's worthy of my distortion and your contortion.
At each other we grab. Everywhere I stopped, she was always there. She's here. Oh, a little flame burning through my hair. Oh, Geraldine, trouble from the start. Trouble! A fire burning hot, wild in my heart. Fire! Hitchhike to Florida, hunger and sin. I'll never forget you, my heart is
on my feet, kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought it would be me that gets the screw. 5 in the morning, I woke up, put on my clothes, grabbed my coffee cup. Faithful and loyal, a company man. But just because I got old, I got the can. I didn't know better, they fooled me good. They used tricks on me, not understood. Now it's all over, my time is done. Now the old man struggles, it's no fun. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought it would be me that gets the screw. Our people lived like that in our nation's early year. No security at all, always living in fear. Strikes in the past was our parents' call. Their bold efforts didn't work after all. Police and National Guard sent into the fights between the companies and labor rights. Worker heads got bashed, workers got killed. To win labor's rights, a lot of blood was spilled. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought it would be me that gets the screw. That was then, and now is now. We have forgot, we don't know how to fight for our rights. Even if we must suffer, we must relearn, or life will get tougher. There is a lot of things we don't like. To remedy the situation,
Oh,
it's a
Christ!
national strike. The economy doesn't have to be disabled. If the money grubbers come to the table. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought.
our VIP members. Take advantage of our luxury valet, limousine, and helicopter services.
Chasing after the orange boomer, caught in the whispers and the rumors, flying high on his cheddar doors. But what's the plan for Loomer, looming ever closer, chasing after Trump the closer. Loomer, looming ever bolder.
Welcome.
Trumpy, sitting on
I'll
a
be
stumpy.
right there.
Oh wait, was that Bumpsy? Another little Trumpy. Loomer, looming ever closer, chasing after Trump the poser. Loomer, looming ever bolder. Trumpy, sitting on a stumpy. Oh wait, was that Bumpsy? Another little Trumpy.
Backed up for miles.
Loomer, looming ever closer, chasing after Trump the poser. Loomer, looming ever bolder. Chasing after the orange boomer, caught in the whispers and the rumors, flying high on his jet of doomers. Plan for Loomer, looming ever closer, chasing after Trump the poser. Loomer, looming ever bolder. Loomer, looming ever closer, chasing after Trump the poser. Loomer, looming ever bolder. Grandma, grandpa knocking on the door. Wants that money, ain't got no more. Whole life's work burned, lost to the fire. Left with nothing, all because of a liar. Years they spent building brick by brick. Now they got nothing, it makes me sick. Social security, their saving grace. Didn't think the leopard would eat their face. Grandma, grandpa, lost in the storm. Holding together to keep each other warm. On cold, hard streets, shivering in pain. From the storm of cold winter's rain. Lost yet they stand with the glimmer of hope. Held on to love, it's their remaining lifeboat. Though their world crumbled, they still believe in the simple joy they give and they receive. Grandma, lost in the storm. Holding together to keep each other warm. Cold, hard streets, shivering in pain.
it's like sweet honey. Grandma, grandpa, lost in the storm, holding together to keep each other warm on cold streets, shivering in pain from the storm, cold winter's rain. When the children money, all the people across the land and think it funny. When they steal from have-nots, give them a break. Shuts down the economy with the national strike. We love you, Grandma, Grandpa. We remember what you did. You were there for us. You never did. So now it's fuck you. Never has power if they have no passion. The place where minds and actions. Never refuse to take part in an economy rigged from the start. They're just the economy that millions of dollars that lost. We love you, Grandma, Grandpa.
People watched him laughing as he fired folks on TV. They loved him but he see the country free. They shouted MAGA and hatred began to rise. He still the street, what a sad sight before our eyes. Hate was sold. Grew into weeds, deep in a tempest. We know you ain't so sad. Take a moment, take a deep breath. We got real worries, problems to address, but we can solve them together. Not let hate tear us apart. At the end of the day, it starts with the heart. We all want the same security for our kin. Bountiful lives with love and laughter to win. Bread and butter, sister and brother. That's the truth we need. All the rest is clutter. Drop the distractions, rise to the action. Bread and butter need real satisfaction. Trump could have helped us all. Instead he helped himself. Just like pawns and put his pride on the shelf. Now it's time to end this, time to come together. Time to sail away from stormy weather. The future's bright with promise for every soul. Shoulder to shoulder, all standing tall and whole. Together in harmony, with respect to guide our way. We live our lives freely, no need to taunt or sway. We are America, the land of the free. Respecting the freedom of others, that's how it must be.
something. Now for the traffic report that will contort just like everything else. Traffic is jammed at the 5 points traffic circle. The cars aren't moving and the drivers are yelling. Bumper to bumper, toe to toe, bumping bumpers and breasts. Avoid the 5 points traffic circle unless you want to circle jerkle. And never forget, don't be the pedestrian splashed with dirty water from the potholes. I'll laugh at you as you yell and holler and you cry your ass off, dumbass. You have the license plate number, put it on social media. Weather conditions are muggy with afternoon beatings. You will lose your money and be going to the hospital. Wait a darn minute, isn't this supposed to be a weather report? Where's that damn green screen? Where's my vodka? That's what I'm talking about. Never mind, I got this. Yeah, you better stay indoors and drown your sorrows. There's no point in going out in muggy weather unless you like being mud. There's all the news that's in the news as we distort, as we report. All the news that's worthy of my distortion and your contortion.
MMI, we expect the unexpected. I think we can handle that.
This is the story of how the world's richest person, the owner of Tesla and X, bought the global town square, then corrupted it before using his immense wealth to help elect a convicted felon. April 14, 2022. Elon Musk makes an unsolicited offer to buy Twitter for $44 billion. He claims the site has become politically skewed and says, for Twitter to deserve public trust, it must be politically neutral. October 27th, the deal goes through. The next evening, a far-right conspiracy theorist breaks into the San Francisco home of Democrat House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, intending to kidnap her. Pelosi is away, but the man attacks her husband Paul, hitting him repeatedly on the head with a hammer. Paul Pelosi escapes with his life, but requires surgery for a fractured skull. While most people take the chance to decry political violence, the new owner of Twitter, Elon Musk, posts a tweet sharing an entirely false claim that Paul Pelosi was in fact injured in a drunken fight with a male prostitute with whom he was involved. Musk includes a link to a false claim on a website that has a history of publishing conspiracy theories, including a story asserting that Hillary Clinton is dead and has been replaced by a body double. Musk's post is retweeted 24,000 times before he deletes it. November 18th, Musk's Twitter starts to unlock previously banned accounts. Misogynist far-right influencer Andrew Tate was permanently banned from Twitter in 2017 after urging women to, quote, bear some responsibility for rape. Now he's back. Tate posts, I've decided to fly to the failed state of California, walk into Twitter HQ, and tell @Elon Musk he's a legend. On my way. 2 months later, Tate will be arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group. December 8th, 3 members of Twitter's Trust and Safety Council resign. In their resignation letter, they cite research that found slurs against Black Americans and gay men jumped 195% and 58% respectively since Musk's takeover. 3 days later, the remaining members of Twitter's Trust and Safety Council are dismissed. Musk then tweets that, quote, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci, a reference to a conspiracy theory that the COVID crisis was exacerbated by America's top infectious disease doctor. December 16th, having claimed he's a free speech absolutist, Musk bans @ElonJet, a Twitter account that tracks the movements of his private jet using publicly available data. Musk also bans the accounts of a number of journalists who have written about @ElonJet. February 12, 2023. Ahead of the Super Bowl, both Musk and President Joe Biden tweet their support for the Philadelphia Eagles. Biden's tweet is seen 29 million times, Musk's just 9 million times. Incensed, Musk leaves the game early and calls an impromptu meeting of Twitter engineers at 2:36 a.m. Their job? To change the Twitter algorithm to artificially inflate the reach of Musk's tweets by a factor of 1,000. Making him the preeminent presence on the site. July 23rd, Musk announces Twitter is now called X. August 25th, Donald Trump, once banned, returns to the platform by posting a picture of his mugshot from Fulton County Jail with the words, election interference, never surrender. Musk reposts the shot. 4 days later, X reverses Twitter's long-standing ban on paid political advertising. November 15th, in a post promoting the racist conspiracy theory that Jewish people are importing immigrants to America to fix elections for Democrats, one X user writes, Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. Musk replies saying, "You have said the actual truth." In response, several advertisers, including Disney, Warner Brothers, and Comcast, paused their advertising on X. Musk then tells advertisers concerned by hate speech on the platform,
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Is that clear?
over subsequent months, Musk will become obsessed with the false claim that Democrats are allowing immigrants into America to create more Democratic voters, in effect stealing the coming election, sharing the claim numerous times with his followers and pushing it to tens of millions more who choose not to follow him. A year later, it will be revealed that Musk, a South African immigrant, worked illegally in the US in the 1990s. November 25th, on X, Musk boosts the Pizzagate conspiracy theory, a long-debunked claim alleging high-profile Democrats ran a pedophile abuse ring from a Washington pizza restaurant. March 25th, 2024. Musk loses a lawsuit against the Center for Countering Digital Hate. He'd sued them after they flagged a rise in hate speech after Musk bought Twitter. In his ruling, a U.S. district judge calls Musk's case vapid and says this case is about punishing the defendants for their speech. May 2024, Musk creates a political action committee which he calls America PAC. Its objective is to mobilize 1 million Republican voters in swing states in an effort to hand the election to Trump. Musk commits to putting tens of millions of dollars of his own money into the Get Out the Vote push and clears his calendar every Friday morning for 30 to 60 minutes to meet with the team he's assembled to run the effort. July 14th. Musk calls Trump on behalf of J.D. Vance, urging Trump to select Vance as his running mate. Vance says abortion is murder and insults women who haven't become mothers.
A bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made.
Musk's phone call is part of a broad effort by Silicon Valley billionaires to ensure Vance is selected. The next day, Vance is unveiled as Trump's vice presidential candidate. September 6th, Trump says that if he wins, he will appoint Musk to head up a government efficiency commission.
And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.
The idea came from Musk, whose companies are currently facing at least 20 federal investigations. If he gets the role, it would give the world's richest man the power to regulate the regulators who hold sway over his companies. Last year alone, his companies were promised $3 billion across nearly 100 different contracts with 17 federal agencies. September 9th, Musk spreads a conspiracy theory that immigrants in Ohio are eating people's pets. The following day, Trump repeats the slur during the presidential debate with Kamala Harris.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
The false claim leads to multiple bomb threats against the Springfield immigrant community. September 15th and 16th. Over a single weekend, Musk amplifies a conspiracy theory that ABC leaked sample debate questions to the Harris campaign, falsely claims that the Dems want to take your kids, further fuels racist lies about immigrants eating pets, shares with his nearly 200 million followers on X that Trump must win to, quote, preserve freedom and meritocracy in America, and insinuates that it is suspicious that no one is even trying to assassinate Biden or Kamala, adding a thinking face emoji. The U.S. Secret Service confirms that it is aware of the post. The White House issues a statement saying violence should only be condemned, never encouraged or joked about. This rhetoric is irresponsible. October 4th, Musk posts, unless Trump wins and we get rid of the mountain of smothering regulations that have nothing to do with safety, humanity will never reach Mars. This is existential. Musk is the owner of SpaceX and stands to make billions from U.S. government space contracts. October 5th, the user handle @America is taken from an X user and given by Musk to his America PAC. That evening, he joins the former president on stage in Pennsylvania, jumping about wildly.
Fight. Vote.
By now, he's moved with his senior team to a war room in a hotel in Pennsylvania to focus full-time on the Trump campaign. He speaks to Trump multiple times a week, is doing a series of pro-Trump town halls across the state, and has recruited lieutenants from his companies to join him. October 15th, legal filings from Musk's Political Action Committee show he has personally donated at least $75 million to the effort to re-elect Trump. October 18th, it's revealed that another Musk-funded group called Future Coalition PAC is targeting Muslim voters in Michigan and Jewish voters in Pennsylvania with diametrically opposed political advertisements about Kamala Harris. In areas with large Muslim populations, the group is painting Harris as a close friend of Israel and is suggesting that she's beholden to the beliefs of her Jewish husband. But in areas with large Jewish populations, the ads say Harris panders to Palestine. Simultaneously, Musk is offering $100 to any Pennsylvania voter who signs his online petition as part of an effort to build a list of likely Trump voters. He also starts giving away $1 million a day to a randomly chosen voter who signed the petition. October 19th, it's revealed that the Building America's Future PAC, another Musk-funded campaign group, is impersonating the Harris campaign by setting up a fake website containing fake policy positions, then sending out text messages driving voters to the fake site. October 24th, it's revealed that Musk gave his America PAC a further $44 million in the first 16 days of October. October 25th, the Wall Street Journal reports that Musk has been in regular contact with Russian President Vladimir Putin since 2022. October 27th, Musk speaks at the now infamous Trump rally at Madison Square Garden, a gathering characterized by racism, misogyny, and threats of violence.
USA! USA!
Musk has posted more than 3,000 times on X in the last month, including dozens of unfounded claims about the election which have been viewed hundreds of millions of times. Apart from Trump himself, Musk is now the single biggest spreader of election disinformation. November 5th, Trump wins the presidential election. Elon Musk, a far-right conspiracy theorist, has succeeded in using his immense wealth to help swing the election in favor of a convicted felon.
Muskrat, start a fight. Doing the town, he owns it right in the evening. It's pretty sleazy. Muskrat floozy, muskrat scam. Do the jitterbug over in Muskrat land. They say give me. Scam is so flimsy. And they whirl like a train in swimming pool. Singing and picking a fool. Floating and shit in the toilet bowl. Looks like muskrat loving a hole. Nibbling on bacon, chewing on himself. Scam says to Floozy, would you be my honeydew? Floozy says yes, in 2 seconds he was through. Now he's tickling his fancy, rubbing his thighs. Wiggle and giggle now, anything goes as you wiggle. Scam starts to giggle. And they whirl like a squirrel eating a mango. Singing and jiggling a mundo. Floating like that turd in a bowl. Looks like muskrat love down a hole. And they whirl like a squirrel eating a mango. Singing and jiggling a mundo. Floating like that turd in a bowl. Looks like muskrat love down a hole.
Partisanship in Congress. A call for nonpartisan leadership.
Mark Twain's critique of parties in the age of MAGA programming. The current political climate in the United States is marked by intense partisanship, where party loyalty often overrides individual judgment and critical thinking. This phenomenon is not new. It was eloquently critiqued by Mark Twain over a century ago. His observations about party allegiance, transforming voters into chattels, and undermining liberty resonate profoundly with the dynamics of the MAGA and Blair and Great Again movement. This paper explores Twain's critique, examines its relevance to the MAGA movement, and proposes solutions to foster a more reflective and independent electorate. Mark Twain's critique of party loyalty. In his essay, The Character of Man, Mark Twain decried the tyranny of party allegiance. He argued that party loyalty turns voters into mere instruments of party agendas, stripping them of their independence and critical faculties. Twain highlighted the contradiction between the rhetoric of liberty and the reality of party politics, drawing parallels to the hypocrisy of justifying slavery with claims of moral superiority. The MAGA movement as a modern example. The MAGA movement exemplifies many of Twain's concerns. Staunch loyalty to former President Donald Trump often overrides critical evaluation of policies and actions, creating a situation where allegiance to the movement eclipses individual judgment. This loyalty is reinforced by populist rhetoric that claims to champion freedom while simultaneously undermining democratic norms. Key points of comparison. First, blind party allegiance. Twain warned that party allegiance transforms voters into chattels. Similarly, MAGA supporters often prioritize loyalty to Trump and his endorsed candidates over critical evaluation of their actions. 2. Contradictions and hypocrisy. Twain highlighted the contradiction between the rhetoric of liberty and the reality of party politics. The MAGA movement claims to defend freedom, yet its actions, such as undermining electoral processes, contradict these ideals. 3. Exploitation by leaders. Twain cautioned against leaders who exploit party loyalty for selfish purposes. Critics argue that Trump and MAGA leaders use their influence to advance personal and political agendas at the expense of democratic principles. 4th, resistance to critical thinking. The MAGA movement discourages dissent and critical thinking, aligning with Twain's description of voters manipulated by designing men. 5. Historical parallels. Twain drew parallels between contemporary and historical self-deception. The MAGA movement continues this tradition, using populist rhetoric and party loyalty to galvanize support while undermining democratic institutions. Proposed solutions. To counteract the negative effects of blind party allegiance and ensure a healthy democracy, several measures can be implemented. 1. Promoting critical thinking. Education systems should emphasize critical thinking and evaluating political positions on their merits, rather than on party lines. 2nd, encouraging independent candidacies. Support for independent candidates can provide alternatives to the dominant party structures, encouraging a more diverse political landscape. 3rd, electoral reform. Implementing electoral reforms such as ranked choice voting can reduce the power of major parties and allow for more nuanced voter preferences. 4th, public awareness campaigns. Launch campaigns to educate the public about the importance of independent thought and the dangers of blind party loyalty. 5. Strengthening democratic institutions. Enhance checks and balances within the government to prevent the abuse of power and maintain democratic integrity. Conclusion. Mark Twain's critique of party loyalty is a timeless reminder of the dangers inherent in blind political allegiance. The MAGA movement exemplifies these concerns, showcasing the potential for manipulation and the erosion of democratic norms. By fostering critical thinking, supporting independent candidacies, and implementing electoral reforms, we can ensure a more reflective and independent electorate, capable of upholding democratic values and critical thinking. The dysfunction in Congress, largely driven by partisanship, is a growing concern for the American people. As citizens increasingly lose faith in their representatives' ability to govern effectively, the need for substantial reform becomes apparent. One promising solution is the adoption of nonpartisan leadership roles within both the House of Representatives and the Senate. This article explores the potential benefits of such reforms and outlines specific rules and procedures to achieve a more collaborative and functional legislative environment. The problem with partisanship. Partisanship is widely recognized as a root cause of legislative gridlock and dysfunction. Historical warnings from the Founding Fathers, particularly George Washington, about the dangers of factionalism have largely gone unnoticed. by partisan interests, leading to animosity, stubbornness, and a lack of productive debate. Imagine a baseball game where each team gets to choose the umpire when they bat. This is how Congress functions, or more accurately, dysfunctions, today. The current climate fosters great animosity, hate, and stubbornness, rendering Congress ineffective and posing a danger to democracy. The case for a nonpartisan Speaker of the House. A nonpartisan Speaker of the House could play a crucial role in reducing partisan gridlock. By relinquishing party affiliations and adopting a nonpartisan stance, the Speaker would prioritize fair and unbiased decision-making, leading to more balanced and productive legislative sessions. Sample House Rule for Nonpartisan Leadership. Rule 25, Nonpartisan Leadership. Section 1, Definitions. 1. Nonpartisan. Not affiliated with or influenced by any political party or organization. Second Speaker of the House. The presiding officer of the United States House of Representatives. Third Committee Chairperson. The head of any standing, select, or joint committee within the House of Representatives. Section 2. Nonpartisan requirements. First, relinquishment of party affiliation. Upon election or appointment, the Speaker of the House and all committee chairpersons must relinquish any affiliations with political parties or organizations. They must officially change their registration to independent or a similar nonpartisan designation within their state or district. They must not participate in any activities, events, or functions organized by any political party during their tenure. Second oath of nonpartisanship. The Speaker of the House and all committee chairpersons must take an oath to conduct the business of the House or committee in a strictly nonpartisan manner. The oath shall be as follows. I solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of my office without regard to partisan considerations, and will conduct the business of the House or committee in a fair, impartial, and nonpartisan manner to the best of my ability. Section 3. Provisions for maintaining nonpartisanship. 1. Review and oversight. An independent oversight committee, IOC, shall be established to monitor and review the activities of the Speaker of the House and all committee chairpersons to ensure adherence to nonpartisan principles. The IOC shall be composed of an equal number of members from each major political party and a number of independent members, not affiliated with any party, to ensure balance and fairness. Second, grounds for removal. Any evidence of partisanship, including but not limited to participation in partisan activities, biased decision-making, or communication that indicates party favoritism, shall be grounds for investigation by the IOC. A simple majority vote by the IOC is required to initiate a formal investigation. Third, process for removal. If the IOC determines, through a fair and thorough investigation, that the Speaker of the House or a committee chairperson has engaged in partisan conduct, they shall recommend removal. A 2/3 majority vote in the House of Representatives is
my man on his
required to
way.
remove the Speaker
Later, homie.
or a committee chairperson based on the IOC's recommendation. Fourth succession. In the event of removal, the Deputy Speaker or the Vice Chair of the committee shall assume the role temporarily until a new nonpartisan leader is elected or appointed. Section 4. Enforcement and penalties. First, penalties for non-compliance. Violations of this rule shall result in disciplinary actions, including but not limited to censure, removal from position, and ineligibility for future leadership roles within the House of Representatives. The IOC is responsible for determining appropriate penalties for non-compliance, subject to approval by a majority vote of the House. Second, reporting and transparency. The IOC shall publish an annual report on the nonpartisan conduct of the Speaker of the House and committee chairpersons, including any investigations, findings, and actions taken. All reports shall be made publicly available to ensure transparency and accountability. Section 5. Amendments and inviolability. First Amendment process. Any changes or amendments to this rule must be proposed in writing and require a 2/3 majority vote in the House of Representatives for adoption.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
Of the rule.
I'll
This
get there
rule
as
may
soon
not
as I
be
can.
suspended, nor may any provisions be waived, under any circumstances on the House floor or elsewhere. It remains in effect at all times to ensure continuous enforcement and compliance. By implementing these provisions, the House of Representatives aims to foster a more collaborative, fair, and nonpartisan legislative process that prioritizes the interests of the American people over party politics. Addressing partisanship in the Senate. While the focus has been primarily on the House, the Senate also suffers from partisan dysfunction. Implementing nonpartisan principles in the Senate could further enhance legislative efficiency and cooperation. Sample Senate Rule for Nonpartisan Leadership and Procedures. Rule 27, Nonpartisan Leadership and Procedures in the Senate. Section 1, Definitions. 1. Nonpartisan. Not affiliated with or influenced by any political party or organization. Second, Senate leadership, including but not limited to the Senate Majority Leader, Minority Leader, and Committee Chairpersons. Third, Committee Chairperson, the head of any standing, select, or joint committee within the Senate. Section 2, Nonpartisan requirements. First, relinquishment of party affiliations. Upon election or appointment, the Senate Majority Leader, Minority Leader, and all committee chairpersons must relinquish any affiliations with political parties or organizations. They must officially change their registration to independent or a similar nonpartisan designation within their state. They must not participate in any activities, events, or functions organized by any political party during their tenure. Second oath of nonpartisanship. Senate leadership must take an oath to conduct their duties in a strictly nonpartisan manner. The oath shall be as follows. I solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of my office without regard to partisan considerations and will conduct the business of the Senate or committee in a fair, impartial, and nonpartisan manner to the best of my ability. Section 3. Provisions for maintaining nonpartisanship. 1. Review and oversight. An independent oversight committee, IOC, shall be established to monitor and review the activities of the Senate leadership to ensure adherence to nonpartisan principles. The IOC shall be composed of an equal number of members from each major political party and a number of independent members not affiliated with any party to ensure balance and fairness. Second, grounds for removal. Any evidence of partisanship, including but not limited to participation in partisan activities, biased decision-making, or communication that indicates party favoritism, shall be grounds for investigation by the IOC.
Hello, you're through to Merriweather Security Consulting.
What can a formal investigation? Third, process
Target
for
confirmed.
removal. If the IOC determines, through a fair and thorough investigation, that any Senate leader has engaged in partisan conduct, they shall recommend removal. A 2/3 majority vote in the Senate is required to remove the individual based on the IOC's recommendation. Fourth, succession. In the event of removal, the deputy leader or the vice chair of the committee shall assume the role temporarily until a new nonpartisan leader is elected or appointed. Section 4. Debate and voting
Merriweather
procedures.
regret to inform you that the mission was
debate
unsuccessful.
time.
A
Allocation.
refund has been deposited
The
in your
Senate
account.
Majority Leader shall ensure equitable allocation of debate time for proponents and opponents of a bill. Debate times must be set in consultation with the Minority Leader. A minimum of 2 days must be allocated for debate on each bill, except in cases of emergency as declared by a 2/3 majority vote of the Senate. Second Amendment process. Members must be allowed to propose amendments to the bill during the floor debate. The Senate leadership shall ensure that sufficient time is allocated for the discussion of proposed amendments. All amendments must be submitted in writing and made available to all members at least 24 hours before the scheduled vote on the bill. Section 5. Voting procedures. First, roll. Call. Vote. All votes on bills must be conducted via a roll call to ensure transparency and accountability. The results of the roll call vote must be immediately published and made available to the public. Second, electronic voting. Electronic voting systems must be used to expedite the voting process. Each member's vote must be recorded and displayed publicly in real time. Section 6, oversight and accountability. first annual review, an independent oversight body shall conduct an annual review of the Senate's adherence to nonpartisan principles. The results of the review shall be presented to the Senate and made publicly available. Second appeals process. Members may appeal decisions perceived as partisan by submitting a petition signed by at least 20% of the Senate membership. Upon receipt of the petition, the Senate shall hold a vote to override the decision. A simple majority is required to bring the issue to the floor despite the initial decision. Section 7. Amendments and inviolability. First Amendment process. Any changes or amendments to this rule must be proposed in writing and require a 2/3 majority vote in the Senate for adoption. Second, inviolability of the rule. This rule may not be suspended, nor may any provisions be waived under any circumstances on the Senate floor or elsewhere. It remains in effect at all times to ensure continuous enforcement and compliance. Making the President of the Senate nonpartisan. The role of the President of the Senate, held by the Vice President of the United States, is inherently partisan. However, certain measures can be taken to minimize partisan influence within the bounds of the Constitution. First, voluntary nonpartisan conduct. The Vice President could adopt a self-imposed code of nonpartisanship, pledging to exercise their Senate duties impartially. Second, delegation to a nonpartisan figure. The Vice President could delegate presiding duties to a nonpartisan or bipartisan figure, such as the President pro tempore, for routine Senate functions. The Vice President would still fulfill their constitutional role of casting tie-breaking votes. Third, Senate rules. The Senate could adopt rules to limit the Vice President's involvement in legislative processes to tie-breaking votes only, minimizing their day-to-day influence. Proposed constitutional amendment, nonpartisan President of the Senate. Section 1. The Vice President of the United States shall retain the title of President of the Senate, but shall exercise no partisan influence or leadership within the Senate. Section 2. The President of the Senate shall not participate in any partisan activities, events, or functions within the Senate chambers. Section 3. The President pro tempore shall preside over the Senate in the Vice President's absence and in all routine legislative matters. The Vice President shall cast a vote only in the case of a tie, in accordance with Article 1, Section 3 of the Constitution. Section 4. This amendment shall not be construed to alter the succession to the presidency or the other constitutional duties of the Vice President. Conclusion. The proposed rules and constitutional amendments aim to foster a more collaborative, fair, and nonpartisan legislative process in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. By adopting these measures, Congress can prioritize the interests of the American people over party politics, leading to more effective governance and a stronger democracy. The challenge of convincing partisans to support these changes requires strategic efforts, including public support, bipartisan advocacy, and a commitment to the founders' vision of a united and functional government. This article aims to provide a thorough and compelling argument for nonpartisan reform in Congress, incorporating detailed rules and procedures to achieve this goal.
The fundamental truth labor is the foundation of all economic activity. That's right. Nothing is mine. Planted, harvested, processed, manufactured, sold or serviced without the hands and minds
winter, trying not to shiver. That's why we gather to ossify our liver. Ossify, ossify, ossify our liver. That's why the winter don't make us shiver. Get ready, sister, jump to it, bro. Springtime's coming, so we got to go. Go to the garden and plant our seed. In a few months, we'll have all that we need. The new year cometh with warming sun. Young folks embrace and whisper, hun. The darkness consumed life, it caused us to shiver. I warmed up my bones by ossifying my liver. We sat all winter trying not to shiver. That's why we gathered to ossify our liver. Ossify, ossify, ossify our liver. That's why the winter don't make us shiver.
Morse Mutual, we're here to help.
We sat all winter trying not to shiver. That's why we gathered to ossify our liver. Ossify, ossify, ossify our liver. That's why the winter don't make us shiver.
things in your life not matched expectations.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance. I can do that.
Hello for a tune about things in your life not matching expectations. What do you say? Shall we encourage our listening audience to explore the cave? I don't know what of I hear you while we are trying to do the impossible and think about it. Let's listen to this song commemorating the death of logic, reason. Ha! 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 I hear you! While we are trying to do the impossible and think about it, let's listen to this song commemorating the death of logic and reason.
reason and values in a world of power and ideals. A dialogue on egalitarianism, strength, and the challenges of our time. Introduction. This paper synthesizes a recent wide-ranging conversation exploring complex geopolitical and philosophical issues that define our current moment. The dialogue delved into the war in Ukraine, the implications of America First policies, the perplexing alteration of geographic names, the inherent tensions between democratic ideals and corporate capitalism, and the fundamental interplay of logic and values in shaping our understanding of the world. This paper aims to present a cohesive perspective drawn from that conversation, emphasizing a core set of beliefs rooted in egalitarianism and a nuanced understanding of strength in the face of global challenges. The Ukraine conflict and the question of appeasement. Our discussion began with an examination of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, prompted by a speech outlining a perceived shift in U.S. policy. This speech, delivered in the context of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, advocated for ending the war through diplomacy, acknowledging the unrealistic nature of Ukraine regaining its pre-2014 borders, and proposing security guarantees outside of NATO membership. This position, presented under the banner of a pragmatic peace through strength, resonated with arguments for a negotiated settlement based on a realistic assessment of the battlefield. Proponents of this view might emphasize the dangers of escalation, the limitations of Western power, and the necessity of considering Russia's core interests to achieve a durable peace and end the ongoing bloodshed. However, this pragmatic stance was met with strong counter-arguments, rooted in principle and historical lessons. The specter of appeasement loomed large, recalling the disastrous consequences of yielding to aggression in the face of bullies. The core of this counter-argument rests on the moral imperative to stand firm against aggression, to uphold international law and the principle of territorial integrity, and to fully support Ukraine's sovereign right to defend itself and reclaim its territory within internationally recognized borders. From this perspective, acknowledging unrealistic objectives and suggesting compromises on territory and NATO membership can be seen as a dangerous form of appeasement, potentially emboldening Russia and undermining long-term deterrence against future aggression. The focus should instead be on demonstrating unwavering resolve, providing Ukraine with the necessary means to achieve its legitimate goals, and clearly signaling that aggression will not be rewarded. Second, America First and the erosion of American ideals. The conversation extended to the broader implications of America First policies, questioning whether this approach truly serves American interests, values, and long run. While America First can be interpreted as a focus on domestic strength and prioritizing the well-being of American citizens, concerns were raised that in practice it can devolve into a form of isolationism or unilateralism that undermines international cooperation and emboldens aggressors. This concern was further amplified by the perplexing and troubling example of the apparent renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America on Google Maps. This seemingly arbitrary and nationalistic act was viewed as a symptom of a potentially deeper shift away from international norms and egalitarian principles and towards a narrow, America-centric worldview that prioritizes symbolic assertions of national power over historical accuracy, international relations, and shared global heritage. This symbolic act, while seemingly minor, raises alarm bells about a potential trend towards a more isolationist and less internationally cooperative stance. This trend, combined with a perceived weakening of American resolve in the face of aggression, fuels a sense of discouragement about the direction of the nation and its role. The tension between democracy and capitalism, inequality and voicelessness. A central point of discomfort emerged in exploring the inherent tension between democratic ideals and the realities of corporate capitalism. While capitalist systems often tout individual liberty, the conversation highlighted the fundamentally undemocratic and hierarchical nature of the corporate structures that dominate capitalist economies. The ideal of one person, one vote, central to democratic governance, stands in stark contrast to the corporate world, where power is concentrated in the hands of shareholders and management, and workers often experience a lack of democratic voice and control in their working lives. This inherent tension is further exacerbated by the role of money in politics. The current system, particularly in the United States, increasingly appears to be one where economic power translates directly into political influence. Campaign finance, lobbying, and media ownership by wealthy corporations raise serious concerns about the erosion of political equality and the increasing voicelessness of ordinary citizens. The principle of one person, one vote risks becoming a hollow ideal when economic disparities are so vast and political influence is so heavily skewed towards those with wealth and corporate power. Fourth, egalitarianism as a guiding vision. Underlying these critiques is a deeply held vision of an egalitarian world. This vision prioritizes equality of opportunity, reduced inequality of outcome, social justice, and respect for human dignity for all. It is a world built on cooperation, shared resources, and reduced hierarchy, aiming for peace and the flourishing of all humanity, not just a privileged few. This egalitarian ideal serves as a moral compass, guiding the assessment of current events and policies. Any trend or action that moves away from this egalitarian vision, whether it's appeasement of aggression, nationalist assertions of dominance, or the exacerbation of economic and political inequality, is viewed with profound disapproval and concern. V strength, pacifism, and standing against bullies. Within this egalitarian framework, a nuanced understanding of pacifism emerges. It is not a pacifism of passivity in the face of injustice, but rather a pacifism grounded in a deep commitment to peace, justice, and nonviolence, while also recognizing the necessity of strength and principle in self-defense against aggression. This perspective rejects appeasement as a viable path to peace, arguing that it emboldens bullies and ultimately leads to greater conflict and injustice. True strength, in this view, lies not only in military might, but in moral resolve, unwavering commitment to principles, and collective action to uphold a just and equitable world order. Standing up to bullies, even when challenging and risky, is seen as a necessary act of self-defense and a crucial step in building a more peaceful and egalitarian future. Sixth, logic, values, and the path forward. This dialogue underscores the essential interplay of logic and values in navigating complex global challenges. Logic serves as a vital tool for analysis, for identifying inconsistencies, and for understanding cause and effect. However, values provide the foundational premises and ethical compass that guide our reasoning and inform our judgments about what constitutes a just and desirable world. Arguments for both capitalism and socialism, for appeasement and confrontation, can be constructed logically, yet their ultimate desirability hinges on underlying value systems and assessments of real-world consequences. Moving forward, it remains crucial to maintain a commitment to reason, to critically examine assumptions, and to persistently advocate for policies and actions that align with egalitarian values. Even in the face of disheartening trends and seemingly insurmountable challenges, holding on to a vision of a more just and equitable world, and actively working towards it with both reason and moral conviction is essential. Conclusion, this paper, synthesizing a rich and challenging conversation, ultimately arrives at a call for principled strength in the pursuit of an egalitarian world. It rejects appeasement in all its forms, advocating for a firm stance against aggression and injustice. It recognizes the deep tensions between democratic ideals and the realities of power and inequality in the modern world. And it underscores the vital role of reason, guided by a strong ethical compass rooted in egalitarian values, as the best path forward in navigating the complexities and challenges of our time. This vision, while demanding and perhaps idealistic, remains a powerful and necessary aspiration for building a more just, peaceful, and human future.
Hey man, are you looking at me? Got an eye on my life like I'm on TV. Trying to pry, wanna die. Then get out and don't friggin' cry. I'm done with folks who think they're divine, acting so grand while they sip their wine. I used my imagination and saw the undead, rich slobs when they got out of bed. Rich boy stumbles, rich boy falls, still thinks he's king of the ballroom halls. When he trips on his bride, the crowd will cheer. Turns out the Emperor's got stains on his rear. Saw one strutting in a three-piece suit, slicked back hair and designer boots. Caught his stare, oh what a glare, but then I heard a rumble down there. When he farted, it sounded wet. It was running down his leg, I bet. If he thought he was better than me, I'll just wait till he gets drunk and goes for a pee. Rich boy pees down his leg. Everyone saw it, knocked him down a peg. Anytime anyone acts rude, just remember this guy with an attitude. Jazz hands waving, watch them fall. Rich or poor, we're equal after all. Life's a jam and we all get scat. Even the big shots wearing their hats. So play your tune, don't bow to the throne. The king's got no clothes and he's all alone. Swing through the night, let the truth be told. Even the richest hearts can grow cold. Designer boots, caught his stare, oh what a glare. But then I heard a rumble down there. When he farted, it sounded wet. It was running down his leg, I bet. If he thought he was better than me, I'll just wait till he gets drunk and goes for a pee. Rich boy pees down his leg, everyone saw it, knocked him down a peg. Anytime anyone acts rude, just remember this guy with an attitude. Jazz hands waving, watch them fall. Rich or poor, we're equal after all. Life's a jam and we all get scat. Even the big shots wearing their hats. So play your tune, don't bow to the throne. The king's got no clothes and he's all alone. Swing through the night, let the truth be told. Even the richest hearts can grow cold.
A virus took my brain, dragged me down, turned my thoughts chains that bind. What's wrong with the brains? The ones at the top, chasing the billions and they never stop. Dopamine greed, no empathy to spare. While people are freezing, they don't even care. It's not just their fault, the system's to blame. A rigged up machine in a war-driven game. It's time to reverse, take back what's ours. Light up the night with justice stars. We rise together, no one left in the cold. No more kings with blankets of gold. Hope for the hopeless, truth for the blind. Together we'll shatter the chains that bind. Imagine the world where we all lift each other. No billionaires smothering the dreams of another. No blankets for one while the other one shivers. No power to the takers, only to the givers. We rise together, no one left in the cold. No more kings with blankets of gold. Hope for the hopeless, truth for the blind. Together we'll shatter the chains that bind. So to the privileged, pause and see. What kind of world do you want it to be? To the hopeless, I say hold on, stay strong. Together we rise, this is our song.
Messed around. 9 months later you were found to be a shitty pants baby. An adult later maybe. A shitty pants baby is born poor, and another one born behind golden door. Both babies came from the same place when a couple came face to face. Did you ever hear crows calling on a fence? They call their baby is the best ever since. Ever since an egg was laid. Disagree and you get slain. People are like that with their baby all fat, thinking and their baby is good, yours is a rat. Put the baby all fat on a pedestal high, because your rat baby is gonna die. It doesn't matter about shitty pants and crying. Both babies do it, both parents lying. My baby's better, yours is a scrub. You're a liar, drown yours in a tub. Both parents with baby all fat, one with baby rat. Keep their place, no argument, just two brat. They are the same, they act so lame. Class divisions, that's to blame. Get over it, get over it. Both the same, stop pretending, stop acting so lame. Divisions are to blame. Did you ever hear crows calling on a fence? They call their baby is the best ever since. Ever since an egg was laid. Disagree and you get slain. People are like that with their baby all fat, thinking their baby is good, yours is a rat. Put the baby all fat on a pedestal high, because your rat baby is gonna die. It doesn't matter about shitty pants and crying. Both babies do it, both parents lying. to blame.
Must got into the federal building. Ooh ah, ooh ah. That's where he did a lot of stealing. On the ooh ah day. Trump said, go in if you're willing. You paid a fortune, now make a killing. Take food from babies, it will be thrilling. We got a mandate, let the blood start spilling. Musk got into the federal building. Ooh ah, ooh ah. That's where he did a lot of stealing. On the ooh ah day. Musk went there with kids in tow. Made workers leave, got passwords and keys. Hacking and banging, noobs in the know. They gonna look and rewrite code. Musk got into the federal building. Ooh ah, ooh ah. That's where he did a lot of stealing. On the ooh ah day. Congress folk are screaming. Elon Musk will get a ream-in. Call him in to testify. Never say the other side. We got a mandate, they cried. I don't like it, not one bit. Elon Musk a little shit. From South Africa now here to stay. He's angry and wants to make us pay. Get Musk out like a skunk stench. We can't back down or flinch. We will not have an autocracy. We shall fuck around and find out. Musk got into the federal building. Ooh ah, ooh ah. That's where he did a lot of stealing. On the ooh ah day. The people got angry. Ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah. Trump broke all his promises. On the ooh ah day. war in their eyes. The charm of the leader, the weaver of lies. For the path to destruction is the easy way, and the cost of deception is destruction's day.
The ice is melting, the forests are burning. People are screaming, but no one's learning. I get so mad that logic's burning. Dumbass elephants and donkeys turning for power and crop. They stomp us down for power and crop. Line up, you wretched mob. We pigs gotta have our power and grub. Power and grub. Rising up to the hub. Don't care if we're hated. Just wanna stay sated. Give us all that power and grub. People wake up with a coffee jolt, but their minds ain't sharp. Their hearts on hold. Clock keep
How can I help you, homie?
Set the pace, the clock out. Don't show your face.
Oh shit, the cavalry on the way, homie. This fool won't even know what hit it.
We control you, then clock out. Get out. Don't even scream and shout. Power and grub. Rising up to the hub. Don't care if we're hated. Just wanna stay sated. Give us all that power and grub. But what if we rise? What if we fight? Tear down the pigs and reclaim our right. No more power, no more grub. No more getting stuck by the hub. Power and grub. Rising up to the hub. But now we stand. Take back our land. No more your damn power and go grub. But their minds ain't sharp, their hearts on hold. Clock in, grind out, we set the pace. They clock out, don't show your face. Stay in line, toe the line. You know what to do, we control you. Then clock out, get out. Don't even scream and shout. Power and grub. Rising up to the hub. Don't care if we're hated. Just wanna stay sated. Give us all that power and grub. But what if we rise? What if we fight? Tear down the pigs and reclaim our rights. No more power, no more grub. No more getting stuck by the hub.
to the fields where the common people toil. They turn the riches of progress, plant food seed in the soil. I count 99 of us for every one of them. If we decide to turn off lights, watch their profit dim. We're the 99%, we're throwing down the gauntlet. We're tired of worrying about bills while wealthy people flaunt it. No more asking, we're through talking nice. If they want the economy to run, they will meet our price. Without a raise while the prices climb so high. They say there ain't no money, but we know that's just a lie. From the mines to the mills to the stores upon Main Street, nothing runs, nothing builds without working people's feet. They forgot one simple truth about the power that we hold. When we stand together, we're worth more than all their gold. If they won't protect what's ours, shut it all right down till social security secure and fair wages come around. So gather all your neighbors, don't matter left or right. When it comes to common folk, we're in the same old fight. 1 month of standing strong, that's all it's gonna take to show them who builds this land and whose will can make it shake. We're the 99%, we're throwing down the gauntlet. We're tired of worrying about bills while wealthy people flaunt it. No more asking, we're through talking nice. If they want the economy to run, they will meet our price. Serving his name is death. Winter's grip loosens when plants awake. Be ready to get ready for another wind to break. Stock up the harvest, prepare for the return. The cold winter cycle, a lesson to learn.
again.
into the valleys of my heart. Neither height nor depth nor mountain too wide could show you the depths of my hate. tears that I have cried could never show you the depths of my hate. Way beyond the seas, throughout all eternity, could never show you the depths of my hate. Beyond measure, never memories to treasure, not hate. Written as a lullaby, enchanted nightmares of you and us could never show you the depths of my hate. The depths of my hate. Hating you, rejecting you, eternally will show you the depths of my hate. Miles in time, song and rhyme, money or gain, life or pain could never show you the depths of my hate. Way beyond the seas, throughout all eternity, could never show you the depths of my hate. Hating you, rejecting you, eternally will show you the depths of my hate. Hating you, rejecting you, eternally will show you the depths of my hate. Miles in time, song and rhyme, money or gain, life or pain could never show you the depths of my hate. Miles in time, song and rhyme, money or gain, life or pain could never show you the depths of my hate. Miles in time, song and rhyme, money or gain, life or pain could never show you the depths of my hate. Miles in time, song and rhyme, money or gain, life or pain could never show you